And last but not least, Ken?
Well, I have to say that I am really inspired by people that want to change things for the better. And there's not enough of that, I think. I was really inspired by a lot of what people had to say today. Some takeaways that, you know, the idea that success really is only going to happen when you engage all the stakeholders. That seemed to be a consistent theme. That there's no one strategy, that it's really multiple strategies that get you where you want to go. I learned some interesting terms today, like time poverty. I thought that was really interesting. I hadn't heard that before. I realized that I am in the 7% of the population that's enthused and confident when it comes to cycling. I ride my bike 14 miles in from Alexandria into DC. So you have to be enthused and confident
Part
to
of the
do that.
7%.
And that urban sprawl is the one thing that's most associated with the cause of obesity, which I thought was interesting. And as a matter of fact, I found that the program today really focused largely on urban planning issues. And I'm an architect, but you know, if you look at urban planning over here and maybe product design over here, then maybe interior design is here and architecture and urban planning. And my work tends to be on this side of things. And although I'm an architect, I've been lucky enough in my career to do all kinds of different projects, but in the last third of my career, which has been long actually, that I focused on more workplace environments. And what's interesting to me about that is that we spend well over 90% of our time indoors. And we really didn't talk so much about that today. We talked about the outside and walking around. But unless you're spending 2.5 hours outside every day, you're spending 90% of your time indoors. And so what I'm fascinated by is, with the workplace, is this idea of design for business. And that what most people don't really think about is, in DC, most of our clients are spending somewhere between $600 and $1,000 per rentable square foot on their staff. And so just minor improvements in the quality of the indoor environment, whether it's air quality, whether it's natural light, views to the outside, you know, being able to get up, walk around, take a stair, do whatever, just minor things like that can yield can have a huge value. And so that's something that we didn't talk about, but I'm happy to talk about that with anybody if they want to talk about it, because it is something that, you know, we're spending most of our time inside.
Absolutely.